Johnny Depp trial, live, James Franco visiting Amber Heard at penthouse. Cross-examination of Amber Heard continues in the fifth week of her trial for defamation in the case brought against her by ex-husband John. Heard is being sued by Depp for $50 million for implying he abused her in a 2018 Washington Post op-ed. Although she didn't name him, he claims his ability to work. Direct examination of Heard concluded mid-afternoon on Monday, and since then Depp's lawyer has been challenging her testimony in a Times tense exchange. In her testimony, Heard has already spoken extensively about her troubled relationship with Depp and detailed meaningful physical fights. The court heard a harrowing account of an meaningful sexual assault on Heard during a brutal and bloody altercation in Australia in 2015. In cross-examination, Heard has been accused of staging a photo of cocaine on a breakfast table, and she has been challenged over her account of various fights and meaningful incidents of sexual assault. Heard was also grilled over missing charitable donations from the divorce settlement. Heard was asked about having James Franco over to the penthouse at the Eastern Columbia building on May 22, 2016, the day after she says Depp threw the phone at her and the police came around. Heard says she doesn't recall the date. The court is shown CCTV footage of Heard going down in the elevator to meet James Franco and then bringing him up to the penthouse at 10:50 p.m. on May 22, 2016. Heard was asked if she knew Depp was out of town that day. She denies knowing his schedule at the time. Ms. Vasquez accuses Heard of editing photographs of her injuries from May 2016, which Heard denies. She was asked whether she enhanced the saturation from the photo to make her face look more red. Again, Heard denies editing the photo. She is challenged that the police officers who responded that night testified they did not see any visible injury. Another recording is played in which Heard is crying and asking Depp to stay. It was recorded in the car outside one of his properties. Depp says, "I need space. I'm getting frustrated. I will take my space and you will take your space." Heard says, "I'm begging you to stop." She testifies that he was going to go into his man cave house to use drugs and she was trying to break that cycle. Ms. Vasquez contends that Depp was going into the house to see his daughter Lily Rose. Heard says that his daughter may have also been there. After being shown a series of text messages in which Heard says he was trying to stop Depp from becoming the monster and using drugs again in October 2015, she was asked who the real monster in the relationship was. Heard replies that it lives in half of Johnny, and the other part of him is nice and beautiful and the man she loved. Ms. Vasquez says Heard was texting Depp incessantly. She replies, "This is what would happen when he would move into the next cycle, use, and our lives would get a lot." Another long recording is played in which Heard is laughing at Depp and appears to be taunting him about selling out, his age, and calling him a joke. She also says he runs off to one of his houses to avoid her. She says, "You're a joke. You're a joke." Depp replies, "Yeah, I'm the joke in the industry. I'm the joke." He also says to her, "Your jealousy is so tragic." More recordings are played. One of a mediation meeting in a hotel room in July 2016. Depp can be heard saying he never wanted a divorce. Heard sounds like she is crying. Depp says that on the night of her 30th birthday she came around the bed and haymakered me. Ms. Vasquez asks if that's what happened that night. Heard says it is not. Another is referenced in which Heard says that she hopes his son's new stepfather can teach him how to be a man as Depp can. A video is played made by one Heard's friends of the group driving to Coachella set to the Rolling Stones song Miss You. Ms. Vasquez asks, "Was this a message to Mr. Depp?" She says no. A text message is shown relating to Heard's 30th birthday dinner in 2016. It reads, "Hey baby, bring up a joint and a drink. I'm in if you are." 20 Heard confirmed she wrote that. Ms. Vasquez asks whether she then went to Coachella and did MDMA and mushrooms. Heard also confirmed that. Heard asks about Depp allegedly sexually assaulting her. including grabbing her pubic bone and referring to an earlier interrogatory response. Ms. Vasquez asks if Heard was upset that Depp was late to her birthday, which she says she was. Asked if she knew he had a business meeting, Heard says, "I knew he said he did. Addicts lie. I took it with a big addict grain of salt." Heard is asked why the schedule for the wedding includes a mention of a dance party with drugs. She says this was an early draft and the schedule changed. Ms. Vasquez asks why her original idea was to do drugs with a drug-fueled monster she was going to marry. Heard reiterates that things changed, but concedes she likes to do drugs on special occasions. Court resumes. Heard is asked about her concern for Depp's use of drugs and alcohol and why she did not stop using herself in front of him. She counters that she testified about the 2 times she did drugs in Depp's presence, at Hicksville and on the flight to Russia, as earlier testimony has revealed. Ms. Vasquez asks about drugs at the wedding in the Bahamas. Heard says she took magic mushrooms separate from Depp at her bridal party before the wedding when she and he held separate parties on the same island. She also says she did not stop drinking wine but says she did a lot of changing otherwise to support his sobriety.